qikert. The buy on the other side is Taco with 2 flashes and a defuse kit.
I don't fancy Barton's chances here. He is going to have a lot to contend with. If he could get one and disappear, that would be dreamy, but flashed and forced off. He'll tuck in, and he hasn't called for a rotate. Instead, they'll surge up mid, and that's Buster's responsibility. Yeah, that's the bomb on Flit as well, so this duel is everything. Doomau decides he's going to stick around, flashed up, and Buster deleted. That's nearly 2. Bomb spotted, top of mid. Felps looks to continue to apply the pressures. The timing on this angle, he will have to be concerned about the suicide peak. Or not, as Flit's got the bomb through. Okay, now the race is on.
Have the smokes here for the cross now. Barton Pepper down towards qikert here has fallen back off the line. The rotation coming over, but that util that GODSENT has is gone now. It's going to be the bullets for both teams.
Single flash, qikert can flash him up. YEKINDAR's got to cross to ramp. Flash in. Frags gone. YEKINDAR deleted. Problems now. As more are just whittled away at. James loud about this, and Barton close, Felps far, Flit tagged and body bagged. This is Danzo as Latto finds himself the double.
One of the things I've really liked with watching GODSENT is just some of the theory and the ideas they have, right? We all know that this long play is very, very common, whether it be on the pistol rounds or the gun rounds here, where teams like to send the lion's share of their forces. But those flashes from Taco, they were flexible. If it was a B play, they could have flashed B. If it was, something they wanted to flash and peek towards middle. Or here, once they had established off of Barton's information, it was likely to be the standard long play. They used it to initiate and take fights towards back of cat, which made things very awkward for VP. It wasn't dry peaks. It wasn't just crawling into their crosshairs. But we are back into play here with GODSENT going straight into the tunnels. And, well, you'll take that every day of the week. The bomb on Flit, stranded now, absolutely marooned. Doomau, Latto, Felps, Taco all over this side of the map. And they're pushing for more. Okay, getting a bit ahead of yourself there, I think, Doomau.
He's given him an MP9. Shouldn't be that much of a threat, and looks like it's Felps that's the threat. Famas into the USP. The USP?
Well, that's the USP, but in Swedish, and we are in Sweden, so
thank you, yes.
We'll give you that one. I think that is the round, though, and even a bit more sauce on this one from GODSENT here. Aggression, they just took the fight. Barton has closed the door of T-Spawn. You can see the passive angle that he currently resides, and that's a nice shot from him, busted down. And the gun should come out. No AWP possible for Jame here, no plants. Nothing to facilitate that, as AKs are being bought on in.
So if I was manufacturing a plan for how GODSENT take us to Ancient, it would have started exactly like this, and then Taco would perfectly open up round 3 with his AWP. They would lock out VP's first AK round. We'd see a 4-0 start.
They're pushing again.
And they're throwing another one towards YEKINDAR's B-tons. No secret, the nade, oh, and it does work to perfection. 3 of them clearing out the tunnels. GODSENT, again, with a little bit of something spicy out the break. Buster, anyone that's watched the demo knows he likes to linger outside those B tons. So with him still in the server, they can assume that there's at least 1 B.
Ooh, this is really quite nice from GODSENT here. They knew that there was not going to be an AWP on the other side. Taco took the fight. They took that space. Doomau's even come to this round with only a deagle. So quite curious here as he's lingering forward on Cat. Has a free chance of things as Flit was looking the wrong way, but there's the exchange. We find ourselves in a 4-on-4 with roughly 1:10 left on the clock here. And Taco is re-aggressing up Cat with that AWP, so he's actually giving it to Barton, mind you.
Yeah, this ground fell to do something here, and well, Barton's already beaten us to the punch. They're in the right place again, assuming Taco, whoa, jumps and takes the head! I'm sorry, Taco. I'm sorry.
Yeah, why not, I guess. They're here to fight right now, and I just love how versatile they're being with the weapons, dropping it across to everybody, the aggression. We're getting plenty of it, the info plays, it's all there. And
he's actually coming back. He just wants to get that info. He's going to be unpredicted, I reckon. There's no way Buster's ready for this. And another one for Taco. That is as clean as it gets. Don't forget, Doomau, he was the one to facilitate the AWP. He only had the Deeg, and just like that, we're good to go. 3-0 found. VP going to be looking for something maybe a bit poppy into B, because that was something we saw effective and working for them on their T side yesterday.
Yeah, well, if you can't get upper tunnels without being pushed, you're probably not going to be able to hit the B bomb side, are you? So that's one thing they're going to have to be able to establish here first. And look at Taco here, middle of the air. Has plenty of time to land and just takes out Jame as easy as you like.
That's because Jame was just pausing in complete disbelief.
He could not believe what he was seeing.
Corner smoke. Let's see the react. Barton immediately concedes. He'll give them that space, and You can't plant in long. That's what my granddad used to say.
He's that old these days, is he?
Oh, yeah. Pop-pops.
Oh, YEKINDAR should be good for a kill here. Tech 9 in deadly range. Yeah, and the aggression from Dumao will finally be punished.
Well, there's the tons control you wanted. Now we B-pop, right?
Yeah, they can get away with it, and it wouldn't be a terrible call here. It is just latto towards the back of the site. But the fight comes their way. They have absolutely no dramas, just being aggressive against VP. This is a great look out of GODSENT early. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
And this is par for the course for a VP win.
Now, yeah, look, lose the pistols, lose the first gun round.
And then stop playing.
And then win some crazy consecutive rounds and go on quite the streak. Have your fans sitting on the edge of their seat. They're entertainers, VP.
Oh, yes.
If you ever had to question what they were doing, understand it's for you at home.
That's right. VP are essentially the WWE of CSGO. It's unpredictable, scripted.
It's also like what they do is, right, they go, how far can we put ourselves in a hole and see if we can still get out of it here? This is like quicksand for them.
Yeah. And the more you wriggle to get out of it, the worse it becomes.
Well, 30 seconds, and once again, as counterintuitive as it sounds, they need to die here.
Yeah, well, they're just indecisive. I think they're just trying to hope that they can bait Taco with some misinformation, but he seems to be committing to the right site. He's got latto to count upon as well. There's 15 seconds. They do need to die. Mission accomplished for Buster. And the spray does get the mark. latto, he's taking his time with that, as you should. A third for good measure. Virtus.pro eliminated, only the one frag again. So just keep track. Like, is that, hang on.
Yeah, 4 players are yet to die right now. So you can just see how clean it is. And that's weird because there is 4 kills so far for VP, but they've all been against Dumao. So he's sitting in the bottom going, hey guys, look, I'm happy to be the bullet sponge here. Just don't lose a round.
If this is the trend, if this is how it has to go down, I'm sure he's not going to be complaining. Yeah, look at this, floating through. Dust2. Our GODSENT so far here on the defense. Now that's interesting. Opting for the smoke, their awareness of the economy. We're going to see James perhaps demonstrate that hinge smoke we've been discussing time and time again.
Yeah, somebody actually did your homework for you.
Yeah, respect to him, actually. That was really cool.
You spent plenty of time on working that out for 64 tick.
I don't think he used refrag either. That might have just been straight.
I think he just sat in this over for about 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Had some time to kill apparently here, but that hinge smoke lands. Dumao cheats across the CT, and they have the Dougs in the right place right now, GODSENT. 2 in B, 1 ready to respond. Playing a very standard CT setup here. YEKINDAR is going to try and force this rotation back over towards the A side of things as he gracefully tries to get his way up on that Xbox.
You might see the double mid pop, though, at least trying to fake it. Yeah, not going to happen now because they're coming in. latto has the support of felps, but now it's just felps, and he's trying to keep him busy off the flash. Oh, a messy spray, but delivered. It's YEKINDAR's double that makes things interesting. VP favored, heavily barrel will betray him. Taco cooked, and a YEKINDAR round. VP dead silent until YEKINDAR started to feel the feed, and Barton could be his next victim. Just waiting for the smoke fade. On the retreat, YEKINDAR flashed in and looking for his 4th. Grand total of 5. One of the 3 members of VP to have fragged so far, and this was a big round out of YEKINDAR. Still looked like felps was putting up a fight. Process of elimination dictates, and Jame eliminates.
James on the board now. Only player yet to frag right now for VP is that of qikert. And I'm sure he'll get there very, very soon. But a good 4 rounds out of the gate here. Has been silenced by YEKINDAR, cutting Taco off at the knees here. That barrel through the smoke, and then the cracks in the wall. It does make this quite an awkward little battle, having to try and jiggle and get yourself out there. But it's currently 1 map to the good for VP if you missed map number 1. They did steal that away. Aggressive mid with the AWP. Jame boosted up and, well, not able to land the shot this time round. Taco even trying his luck. They have been able to establish this upper dark control now. No GODSENT presence this time. They're actually going for another one of these gambles. We've seen plenty of this. Here's Jame one more time. Jakey's going to show you that one again, just in case you missed it. And gadoosh is the sound effect that one makes. But they had 4 players over towards A here, so I think that GODSENT were expecting something a little bit quicker. In transition back again. Lurk smoke. latto is in front of that. And he actually didn't drop his own here.
No, but GODSENT smoking off the doors. We'll keep them guessing. Jame, you know, we talk about him posting up and watching that cross. Well, he's got the bomb, so that won't be his game plan today.
Yeah, that mid-door smoke actually kind of unravels what VP like to do here. They like to count rotations as they cross back and forth. There's obviously a timer on it. Doesn't stay there forever. And you can see it has just faded now as qikert worms his way forward.
Dumal not had the best of starts here. Crosshair placement is brilliant. qikert robs them of that defensive frag. And now, well, they can just start to propel themselves into B, a two-man hold. EP not in a rush. 30 seconds. They'll start to be soon.
Oh, they're going over towards A right now. It looks like Flit and qikert through long. Jame, Buster can come up through short. Taco's rotated away here. This should all be on Barton. Taco's out of position.
Yeah, YEKINDAR heard that as well, so they'll be anticipating. Oh, Taco! He's taken out YEKINDAR. If he finds anything else, that's only gravy. Never mind. Buster decides he's handing out haircuts, and with that, the round is secure. EP2.
Yeah, do we question the save right now? Obviously, Latto and felps want to hold on to this, but it's more so VP already starting this hunt. You can see as we're on board with Flit and qikert, they're quickly scampering up back through T-spawn where this one all started. Trying to cut GODSENT off at the pass. And taking these guns away, it would make the next round much, much easier. Only 1900 as the loss bonus here. Flit looks like he's not going to move any further, so Latto and felps are lucky to hold on to what they have. And we can start doing a little bit of maths on the other side of things. So with that GODSENT economy, you're going to add 1900 to what's left in the bank balance. And we have seen GODSENT go for force buys, right? Like in the sense of they're happy to buy around, they're happy to get up the Deagles, the Scouts. So you could see them operate with something very similar to what I was just mentioning there. Taco could go for a Scout instead of the AWP because you do have two rifles here.
So far, GODSENT have 100% pistol and conversions, right? Did they get the conversions on Mirage?
I think they got the first, but not the second.
Okay, yeah, that's, I mean,
right on the first half. Let me double check.
That's a memory game, really. But certainly have been getting the
yeah, that's right. They won the T pistol on the first, and they lost. They won the second, and they lost the third because of the saved. Remember the saved AK of Flit? He picked that up. So,
yes.
yeah, my memory is better than I thought. When it comes to Counter-Strike, not birthdays and people's names and days of the week.
Oh, spoke of saved guns. They've actually chosen to take them both towards the B side of the map.
They called that clear, and they are rotating back quite swiftly here. Taco is just jumping across mid to see if there's an AWP there, and they can get across easily. I love the way that GODSENT are reading the play. They'll put Taco in lower with that USP in case they do decide to come back, but now the rifles can be at the right bomb site for now, right? With VP, it's their prerogative. They love to change their mind. Taco pushing even more forward, so he's securing more and more information, and they can start building a mental picture here, GODSENT, of what they could be expecting on the other side. Flip will take the mid-control spots one, and well, he's kept busy. Taco all the way through spawn could have an opportunity here.
If he can get a really well-controlled double dink, Flit's dead. Flit's dead. Flit's dead. Taco, oh, perfect timing from Flit. And yeah, things should fall into place. Still two rifles, and they are in the right place. 40 seconds. Flit, though,
very active, isn't he?
The flank, yeah, and the bomb's on its way across as well. Molotov's one out. This is very diligent stuff out of VP.
Look at Flit go. He's not done just yet. Not content with just the two. It's another fight, and does go down.
I wonder if there's anything Dumal could save. Like, I don't.
Well, the all got marooned over towards Gandalf on A, so.
And the AKs are all there too, so call it done. And felps doesn't get to keep his gun.
Oof. Well, that is going to be qikert second. And now starting to pick up a little bit of steam here. Did the lights just flash on and off?
No,
I'm seeing
things.
things.
He just had a stroke.
What just happened? What did I just see?
I don't know, man. Like, nothing's changed yet. Do you want to sit down? Maybe have some water?
What just happened?
I don't know, man. Are you cool?
I don't know. I think so. Well, yeah.
You flashbanged IRL?
I don't know what just happened. That was strange. Anyway, Latto's been tagged. That's what we were expecting from Jame. Now, through the doors, Latto down to 30 points of health.
Could have been lightning. I didn't see anything.
I don't think so.
Maybe I just blinked when you didn't. We got like one frame.
Yeah, blinked too hard and it was all wide. I don't know.
I'm worried. Okay, I'm standing up. Let's get into it.
Be careful.
Yeah, I will.
The jungle gym.
YEKINDAR's very early on this. Now, loud about it as well. They'll flash just a bit too high for Dumal. We'll have vision still. James in his favourite spot. Slither gap, short control established, and a two-man mid-hold, as it currently stands, is the perfect ploy. Buster and YEKINDAR are partnering up to try and perhaps drop that lurk smoke and maneuver.
Yeah, they're well aware of James' games, right? We spoke about this yesterday, about teams having to do this if they want to transition across safely. And we also saw a bit of this, selling the fake on A, keeping the feet planted. Taco addressing this.
You have to, right? You have to acknowledge it, especially when there's presence and
this.
fragging. Taco caught in transition. Dumal confirms his presence as well, which does lead us to wonder if Latto's got more than one in him.
All on Phelps here.
Just about gets and tucks in time, vision restored, and they're coming in.
Final's rotated too.
Yeah, this is great. Felps. Oh, and they've repelled the invaders. Dumal sends them packing. VP, they've got access to the site. This is a huge fight. Barton secured it for GODSENT. Now, not only the man advantage, but they're locked out. Jame
back to B.
Fights his way through. This is just like a pendulum swinging back and forth. Rings and roundabouts. Again, they get the frags when the last few seconds. Barton's isolated.
He would have to hit a crazy kill here on the cross.
I mean, what?
There's no way in the world.
Yeah.
Oh!
It was the dink through the door. 10 more damage and qikert would have actually gone down. Damn, Barton.
That must be the young eyes right there. There is no way you're getting a boomer hit in that. The fact he did so much damage, I thought he was done and dusted. Well, he is. Jame on the hunt. Massive round from Jame there.
The fact he even hits it, I almost wish he'd been able to convert, just because that would have been legendary. I don't think anyone's hit that.
Not like that. Maybe
Nico,
with an AWP,
yeah,
right?
Sure.
Maybe with an AWP, but silence down 4. That was pretty cool. Unlucky there.
But look at this, by the way.
18.
18. as he's hitting that shot, the intention was A.
Oh, man.
The intention was
How do they keep getting away with it?
It's just how they operate. Man, oh man. Jame this time missing his shot, but they are about to go for something a bit pacey. Look at this, VP with the mix-up. Undeterred. Motivated to charge on through. There's a lot of a re-aggress on the flash, and Flit and qikert, the housekeeping duty, does deal with their problems. Now Flit, he really worries about the smoke, and right to do so with his 1 HP, but here they come through the smoke, and one by one, single file, loading themselves onto the arc. And Latto just needs 4 more of those, 3 more of those. And Jame will repel them. Look at the HP, Chad. There's a real like squeaky bum time for VP throughout their life. Like they just must have the best glutes.
Yeah. Yeah, holding on doing a lot of squats, these boys.
Just clenching every day of their professional career.
Oh, it doesn't look dicey, does it, when they mop up the first 3, right? You're thinking, okay, well, actually the first 4, and then Latto. He takes them out.
2 healthy ones.
Second
time's the charm.
Yeah.
And that was on the guns.
Getting punishing now, isn't he? James getting away with a couple of cheeky shots through the doors now. And well, Taco's taking space right up middle here. Quick push from him. This is 5 consecutive now from VP. And they're just heading A.
It could very well be 6. Chad, if they can actually play off the percentage.
Oh, the pace change again. I'm loving it.
Yeah, this is nice. And YEKINDAR's leading the pack. Unless Taco's really up to the task and his teammates not. Barton gone. And it's only a very long-range headshot out of Dumal that's actually made anything interesting for GODSENT. Still looks like a likely save.
Yeah, you're right. That would have to be the call here. They've looked good at late-round retakes. Yanko referenced the way that SK used to be back in the day with staying poised under pressure.
That's a really nice reference. I hadn't drawn that comparison before.
It's not to be the case this time round, so we'll want to hold on to what they have, and pretty easy stuff from VP. The opener on the cross, the pressure towards long, hit that gas pedal. I am liking a bit more diversity out of this team, right? It is nice to see.
But you could also say it benefits them, right? Like there's nothing to be lost in being able to keep your opponent guessing, because we know what it looks like on Mirage, for example, when you are doing your classic VPs and you're gathering at 30 seconds with all 4 of you and they have a push for info to the point where you just end up having to do these really frisky, intense 4v4s. But if there's a pace change demonstrably coming, you already are going to be kept a bit more caged on those CT info pushes.
Yeah, I think it benefits players like Flit and YEKINDAR as well, right? Obviously, YEKINDAR quite the beast. Flit, you're getting to see more and more what this guy has to offer in case you weren't too much of a Force fan. But Flit is a great rifler as well. So, yeah, I've mentioned the firepower. I mentioned again, it is great. That is a spawn-based long corner smoke I think we just saw get thrown out there. So, I think they're starting to take this a little bit too seriously, Counter-Strike teams. Again, just called out of position. Look how quick YEKINDAR was up cat.
Yeah, the jump, Taco-esque, and ooh, Felps. I think he's not long for this world. If he wants to chance it through the smoke, swinging through the smoke is YEKINDAR. Look how quick he is. Pauses for just a moment. to clear ramp the objective. A missed AWP shot. Taco, you won't be allowed to take many more of those. Barton, an anticipated swing, but he has felled the beast. And the bomb's on its way to B.
Oh, Latto's not expecting this. If Buster jumps up, well, he doesn't even need to. The kill's coming to him. Buster should have this dead to rights.
Just wants to win the round, though.
Allowing the bomb to come back over before he makes the kill.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and at this point, they should have the round here.
Yeah, and no one's ready to rotate. Latto's just going to have had a full jump scare.
It is a 3-on-3, however. Taco already top mid, Barton rotating over, and Felps was the first to respond. They have defuse kits to work with. But are they considering this?
They are having a look.
Indecision, I believe.
Change their minds, crunch the numbers. Not much in the bank account of Taco. I say not much, it's completely barren.
Yeah, now with the max loss bonus, the 3,400 about to be injected straight into their veins, they will be able to drop 2 rifles. So very important that they hold on to these 3 guns. And I think Buster and Jame know exactly that. Kick it too. Leg shot there. Taking away one of these could be quite devastating.
Yeah, I mean, even James on the hunt. That's how you know that VP are aware of the stakes.
Little margins in this one, isn't it? And that is a massive swing from Buster, just straight through the flames.
He really wanted that, really hungered for it. And Jame, could lose his AWP. He's jumping for joy, trying to survive and taps. Keeps a cool head on his shoulders, does Felps, and takes the AWP out of the VP equation.
Plenty of money.
Maximum cash for Jame.
He needed a reason to spend. He needed a reason to spend. But that's so quick again. A minute 43, that kill comes in. Buster very cheeky here. Buster does love his lurks on overpass. The fact he's getting away with the B lurk here is quite tidy. But here's the Jame drop down again. Oh.
Slippy.
Well, they've used the smoke now, so I think they're fed up with getting tagged and fragged.
This time the change-up is the double AWP. Felps is equipped one for B, but if they were to just go for a quick mid to B, look at this! Look how quick they are! Virtus.pro giving us another flavor of that speed. Double smoke, charge in. It's a 5 versus 2 on B. 5 versus 1 on B. Felps, we talked about the AWP, now he has to do it all. And a no-scope to start proceedings. Not ready for the quick scope, that should be it. Jame posted up to deal with anyone, but now funny business, he's been tagged, now body bagged, they're gonna commit. This is a favorable one now for the CTs. They can't keep saving. 2 rounds in a row, they've had to scarper and save. Now they have to throw something into this. A bit of a commitment, a bit of a look. Smoke for the doors, molly for the window. It's textbook. Bomb ticking. Kick at first contact.
Here comes a flash
and there's
over.
The save. Okay.
Yeah, that's the right play. The flash would have come over and actually denied them anyway. You could see that one getting set up there as they did try to punish on the window. Luckily,
wow, they've done well to save Felps' AWP as well.
yeah, that's a big pickup.
James obviously not doom out.
The biggest pickup here. So grabbing that one. The double AWP setup retained. And I think that is going to be important for them going forward. And let's just talk about a few of the issues here. Where have VP been stopped? Nowhere, right? You can go B, you can go fast mid, you can go short, and you can go long. So they've been getting away with all the map territory that they'd like here. But this is seeing YEKINDAR in his element. Just looking very aggressive.
And what did we say about typical VP fashion? Here's 8. Just blasting, not only winning the half, but running away with it.
Let's see if they can bring that average down, right? That 32.5 average down, and see if they can actually close out a game early.
Consistent.
Well, they're using the mid-door smoke against them now, right? The fact that they're using that to cross, they know that they're not going to get picked, and now they're just running with it.
That's a really good observation as to why he's getting so quick, so consistent. Now, tight line held, and they do not only get the info, but they also find another frag.
He is open.
Yeah, YEKINDAR's getting into one of those flow states.
This is the YEKINDAR everybody knows and loves, right? He's such an exciting player to watch. I'm going to just have a quick look. What's his entries looking at right now? So far, he's 4-1 in terms of openings. So just stacking them up. And in the last 2 rounds consecutively, actually, the last 3 rounds in a row, YEKINDAR has found the opening. The last 2 consecutive, he's found the 2 first kills of the round. So he is just blowing them out of the server right now.
And not only that, Chad, but VP have been winning these rounds with a minute to spare.
Yeah, it is. It's a complete look. We're going to have this team, if they get through to the semis for media days next week, that's going to have to be one of the questions on the tip of our tongues here. Just having a discussion with YEKINDAR. He's the only one that usually greets us with his presence on those little interview days. To talk about this change of pace and this stylistic difference that we are seeing from them here. Just to note, if you're wondering why they're delaying the plant, it is so they can set up for this hunt and rip these guns out of their hands. So that is why they've taken so long. It wasn't that Jame is just being silly about things. It was so they can set up all of his wolves right now to try and rip GODSENT limb from limb.
Yeah, I mean, they're sitting on around max cash prior to the buy, so...
They're doing a B execute now, like a limp smoke, the flash is over, here they come.
felps is opting for the no-scope to the belly strategy. Extinguish and go. It's a complete secondary half to this round. And already the AWP's gone. Nothing to be saved. Doomau trying to hold on to what he can, and nothing is left. They leave them absolutely bullied in a corner. GODSENT sent back to base. 4.5 are on the average, a little bit extra to be splashed around.
Barton. And that is because of all the saves, right? Because if I just take a look, it was 3 rounds consecutively, 3 players saved. So because you're on the CT side, you still get the loss bonus, right? If you're on the T side, as everybody knows, or maybe you're a newer viewer, you're not familiar, you don't get the loss bonus on the T side if you do survive the round. So the CTs have been able to accrue some extra cash, which means they're in a decent position for the double AWP setup again. And you can see that's what they've prioritized here. But this is really telling. We got the round recap up here for you on the right-hand side of your screen, and you can just see from rounds 5 to 13, consecutive VP fashion for 9 on the trot. And this is looking very damning right now. Now, the question is, we've got 2. Can GODSENT come back, right? This is something new for this young team in the Tier 1 elements. Can they bring this one back? They've shown some good Counter-Strike. It would be great to see them push VP here, especially the tail end of this first half. Or can VP stick to their guns and close?
Yeah, not always been the easiest for VP to close. That came real easy. felps throwing some aggression, and Taco is too.
Oh, that scope may have been heard just there. YEKINDAR backpedaling says a whole lot. As they know felps is a B defender, and they're turning their attention over towards that bomb site yet again.
Rebel smoke. They've seen how this one works. Oh, contact instead. Just flash. Buster. Oh, Flit. They're not ready for it. Latto, Taco combine. And talking of GODSENT recovering, a 2-man advantage seized as VP again with the pace. This time to no avail.
Well, let's see what they can get done with this 2-on-4 situation here. qikert has gone all the way back through spawn. Jame is the action man that we're on right now, as he just seems to saunter with the AWP in his hands through the lower dark position.
Yeah, you'd think this is going to be impossible for him to get across Xbox without, of course, being spotted. They're holding that cross, but they didn't spot him. And he's in.
Oh,
Taco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, now an open A plant as well. Jame, this is where he loves to do kid out. Potential for another one here. He is on the ropes. And another frag from Jame, but that was the bomb. They'll anticipate qikert, surely.
I don't know if they will. This is quite interesting from qikert. The fact that he's gone all the way through long, he's now going to pivot up through this cat position. There will be a smoke just in front of him.
Look at the crossfire, though. It's so brutal on both ends of the map. Admittedly, Barton low with that AWP shot. If he misses his frag, bomb could be retrieved. It's going to be very tight on time, though, for qikert. And there's the frag. Okay, GODSENT convert what was started nicely by Latto and Taco.
Yeah, that was the double kill that changed it all, right? Because remember, the opening came in for Jame. You might forget that, but he did take out felps trying to go lower dark there. So a massive recovery there from GODSENT, and they haven't given up. And again, I want to continue to sing the props of Taco there. His teammate just went down in mid, and he doesn't hesitate. He pushes in as well. Those risks are going to be necessary here. That is the calling of the bluff, or the understanding right now of how VP want to approach these situations. But that's the latto double, and well, this time they will get across with their lives and their HP. Oh, Jame is kind of heating up now on the AWP.
Yeah, and he actually could get another one here. He doesn't even hesitate. Barton caught in transition. Yeah, just a bit slow on that. Trying to remantle up, and look how quick Jame is across. They've got full A control, Chad, at 1 minute 30. I say full A control. Short is still up for debate.
I'd see you there. I'd take that one. They can just everybody come through long right now. They know where one player is over towards CT spawn. And the other, they knew was short, and that's the round. 10-5 on the half. VP with some pace, liking what we're seeing here, but do GODSENT have a response? Stay around, 2 minutes, we'll be right back.
Hey Future Pros, back with a more complex pro tip today which will help you establish presence at long on Dust2. For this execute you will need 2 Future Pros. The utility required will be 2 smokes and 1 optional flash for this take. Future Pro number 1. To throw your smoke, you will need to line up with this metal bracket. Then find this corner and aim your crosshair so it lines up with the satellite antenna. Then throw. You will need to line yourself up with this dark spot in the shadow of the...
Secured themselves a spot in the semis, and the winner of this will do so as well. But here we go. Can they keep the 100% pistol rate going for GODSENT here as they're on the T side? They're already out long.
I can't believe he commits. He was alone, isolated, abandoned. qikert spots the commit pit.
Oof, looking good for that 100%, isn't it?
It is.
YEKINDAR
You like to do it the hard way, Jame.
Yeah, well, of course. That 32.5 round average here. They didn't want to buck the trend by any means. Smokes to the cross. Jame on the pick. And felps with a headshot.
Yeah, that's lovely. Long-range glocking. I think it's more suppressing than anything else. And that CT smoke does nothing to Guy's Buster. It doesn't matter. Felps will have it. And VP and their pistols. Another one to fall by the wayside. 100%, as Chad has highlighted.
I think saving the armor here. And I know that this really sounds like the least exciting thing you could do in a moment like this. But going forward might be the right play. So GODSENT will grab another. And I was just taking a look at the stat line so far. Let's see if I kept it up here. Yeah, I did. So GODSENT have the 3rd best pistol stats so far, and this will actually bump them up even further so of winning this in the tournament thus far. Liquid had the best, NIP 2nd best, and GODSENT with the 3rd. Now, these stats for this map obviously aren't added in just yet, so you will see that increase for them. But if we use these stat lines, let's see, every kill here, every 300 bucks they grab is a juicier looking force spy, and that force spy stat was the next one I wanted to discuss. The 2nd round break, which is the force spy win statistic, is only at 20% for VP. So for them to force spy now, if they are to go for it, we don't have a huge amount of positive tape to go off with that success. But 2 sets of save Kevlar have now resulted in a drop Famus for qikert, a bought scout for Jame, and some pistols for the rest. So it's not the worst looking force buy in the world. Let's see, can they get a lot out of this? Oh, quick doors molly there. That'll stop any lower dark pushes. They've actually extinguished it so YEKINDAR can get into the lower tons. Yeah. I'll be aware of this, GODSENT.
They'll have heard it. They'll have expected it. And now Jame is actually looking for trouble. Taco up against Jame.
Oh, team kill.
Yeah, real problem. That counts as a double. YEKINDAR has opened up the account in a large capacity. You're talking about the low stat for VP. Well, this one's going to be just making it look a whole lot better. Looking for an 11th, and GODSENT, after winning that pistol, have nothing to show for the openers here.
Going very quick on this.
Yeah, well, James going to be able to tag him. His teammate can body bag him. latto catches one. Does respond, but Flit's got a scout too, and okay, the long-range CZ is a bit ambitious.
Yeah, by the time he pulled that out, he's already dead. Taco onto the headshot. That molly will get the bomb down, and Taco now in a 1-on-4 situation.
Oh, spotted him. Knows James elevator. YEKINDAR late long. The scout's the perfect weapon. If he gets into pit, it's going to make Taco's options so limited. James crawling. On the fade, attention drawn. Surely Taco's paranoid about elsewhere. He does spot him, and YEKINDAR does commit with that scout. And VP, they'll take the 2nd round. You talked about saving their armor, doing that damage. Look what it's created.
Yeah, this is great now. So the not strong start for GODSENT going to be converted here. Going to have to go back to what should be a force by their own right now. And good stuff for VP, right? Maybe, just maybe, they can close a game out quickly for once. Because look what that has resulted in. Jame straight into the AWP for round number 3 here. They've even picked up 2 AK-47s. And that is crazy to go down in lower dark like that. Very unfortunate, but YEKINDAR, you consider he was part of that, so it's a forced error with the TK. It's a kill, and then the scout through long, and oh dear, GODSENT won't actually operate with the force spy here. They will just go with pure Glocks, and this right now should be some stat padding for the side of VP. Now, we did note with GODSENT they like to take their time on these full eco rounds to milk through the CT side utility, make sure that they're spending every single penny. So you can be expecting them to take a little bit of pace off of this, and some mid-door utility forces Spartan forward straight into the hands of YEKINDAR, who's got 1, 2, 3.
And then I believe it goes 4, and then I think 5 is next.
6 usually comes after that.
That's right.
And I only was able to counter 8, because My mother, she never got past that as the dancing teacher she was.
I can do the 9 times table.
A 5, 6, 7, 8, my boots scooting, baby, driving me a crazy. My obsession for a western,
a dance all day, a rodeo, come and go from head to toe, and make your mind and get in line.
5, 6. Wait,
Yeah,
it does get there? Yeah.
You're right.
Nice,
You're right
nice.
on.
All right, guns are out.
And thank you for tuning in to Esports Top of the Pops. Cast your vote. The phone lines are open now.
I wonder if anyone can sing within our ranks.
I wonder if anyone even knows what Top of the Pops is. Jesus.
Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, default spread for GODSENT here, and a flash in Taco's hands. Okay, so this is for a late mid clear. They are being very diligent with this. He hasn't needed it. That was precautionary. Kind of like a banana flash you see teams holding at T-stairs to flash on over for their banana players. So thinking outside of the box here is Felpsy Boy. Gonna potentially drop that hinge smoke. It's the only piece of utility he has on his belt loops here, and there it is. Nice little tutorial for everybody at home. You can do it an easy way. It doesn't have to be the scope 360 black smudge into the jump throw from downtown.
Yeah, I loved one of the replies to the guy's homework of that hinge 64 tick was made me chuckle. Is they said, yep, smoking hinge, give me 30 seconds.
Only 30, guys.
Yeah, only.
The rounds are long,
and
so
that's
only
when
30.
he's at long doors, you know. We have got them all gathered up, and VP, they really don't want to let this one slip, as you already highlighted. A mid to B to finish. See what GODSENT have got for us. Felps so far ahead of the pack, and a well-managed spray. YEKINDAR opens the account. Jame and Buster combine to close it. Oh, yes, YEKINDAR. He's done a lot of damage. Doomow's had a real nightmare here on Dust2, and it looks like it continues here. 30 seconds ticking. He's lost his bomb, his teammates, and his hope as he looks to be heading on back to T-spawn.
Well, it's a long stroll. It's not quite as bad as the walk of shame, especially if he gets to hold on to his AK here. But that's 13, and I don't know, but are they really going to close things out here, VP? Is it really going to happen?
Oh, Chad, all the voodoo and the superstition. Now you've said it.
I've been in my room with the cauldron.
Yes.
Filled the bathtub up. I've sprinkled some of YEKINDAR's hair in there. The essence of a clock to represent Jame.
Oh, not bad.
And yeah, it's got a bit steamy.
Well, you pick some herbs, put some thyme in there.
Hey.
13 is unlucky for some, by the way. You know, superstition has it that this is a very unlucky number. So watch as VP get a nice headshot straight to the face of their AWPer. Here we go. The curse is real. latto, however, doesn't manage to contribute much, and Flit allowed to get away. Smoke for the cross. They want to go pacey on this, or it might just be a double pump. No, there we go. And the responsive utility of YEKINDAR will delay the ramp cross. YEKINDAR a high flash to enable info.
You're going to go through this right now.
They look like they want something early. Just to level the odds. And yeah, they're crawling. They're creeping. Smokes will fade. YEKINDAR's in a prime position for this. The re-smoke's there. He tries to throw one out of his own. It is perfect.
That's nice.
Yeah, he's done well with that. They are up and over. Oh, YEKINDAR, if they could just find it, but qikert still a nuisance. Barton, not the best weapon for the job. qikert, the best man for it. Double. Nothing really to hope and hold on to here, unless Felps can open up this A site alone with a Galil. qikert was on the site. YEKINDAR was spotted elevator. There's so many bodies here, and oh, good spot. Yeah, Buster to lock the door behind him. Bit of space, though, for Felps, and yeah, it doesn't matter. qikert, a triple kill, and a 14th for Virtus.pro. Really not a superstitious bunch, these lot.
Oh, and real problems now for GODSENT. It is going from bad to worse here, as that was a full investment from them. They are unable to get a full buy-in, and look, they have been great, especially over there on Mirage. You saw those lower purchases. But here, right now, it might just be the Deagles. A half buy coming in, 3,400 into the next, and could be consecutive rounds here to close things for VP. They use the HE to cross the doors, hide the exact amount of numbers because Jame is posted up with the AWP again. YEKINDAR and Buster able to get on into that B site without too many qualms. Flit on his solo project towards shore, and qikert locking down long. Timing on this nade here.
Bad.
Looking beautiful.
Whoa.
There, right between the legs of two. Oh, and more damage done as Flit. He's not afraid of a fight.
That's for sure.
This team, right, this is a month, right? So they played the major, and they probably had, I don't know, a week, maybe a little bit more with Flit. And then now they've had about a month as well since then to kind of refine things. It is a different looking VP, and we're seeing a little bit more exciting things out of them here.
Barton did catch a chunk from elsewhere, and well, latto, he hasn't got space off of that deagle, but he has connected onto YEKINDAR. Now B site, the defender Buster deals with the tons and continues to push. So information for Jame is that they're coming his way.
Oh,
and another.
That's his third.
You keeping track? This is one best of 3.
He's had 3.
And he's had 3 buy one, get one free deals.
He couldn't get luckier here, could he, old Jame? Well,
off.
He's going to be loving it. Absolutely loving it here. I saw they're actually having a bit of fun in their room. Now, I don't speak any Russian, but on Instagram, I think Buster put up like a video with them in their prac room, and they were like, as if they were doing weights. Like one of them was like bench pressing a keyboard or something there, and they were spotting someone doing like an overhead press with a keyboard.
Maybe they're working on their celebrations, you know.
Okay.
We've got to get catch up with Boaster's game.
Yeah, well, he's one of the most entertaining men in esports at the moment, I think Boaster is.
Yeah, well, he's XCS. Never quite managed to pull it across the line there, but...
Maybe you could join up with Alex, Mezzi, and Smooya.
Oh.
Who I'm about to check in on.
Yes, Gambit, Fnatic, best of 3 on the secondary stream.
14-8 in favor of Fnatic on map number 1 of Inferno, Fnatic's pick.
You have my attention.
Yeah, 23 kills for Alex, 21 for Brolin, Smooth with 15, 13 for Crims, Mezzi on 11.
Alex was top fragging against Big as well earlier, which is a really good sign.
That was a close series.
It was very close.
Very close.
But isn't that just oh so big clan of them? The close but no cigar, for lack of a better metaphor.
Well, this could be it right here. VP looking to close things out quite quickly now. YEKINDAR with the secondary AWP out to play, and the warning shot to the side of Taco. Not going to repick this one. Default again from GODSENT, and it has been quite the showing.
Yeah, and it's not something that we've been critical of because it hasn't really been particularly problematic. But Taco, T-side AWPing, has yet to really find as much impact as, say, a Daddy AWPer could. GODSENT, however, with the man advantage, this is such a mountain for them to start to climb.
Thought the flip was going to push there.
He looked like he was with knife out and walk held.
Kikert's actually transitioned back over through CT spawn right now, so if GODSENT stick to their guns, which currently looks like it might be a bit of an A finish here, they will be going into the lion's share of players. YEKINDAR playing aggressive up towards the upper tunnels as well, so should be the A finish here. Flit tucked into Goose, qikert to bait from the side, and Jame to lock down long with that AWP. He will be able to contribute mid-long with the AWP. This is a great setup for VP to close it out right here, right now.
Yeah, and they're up against their own smokes. Does qikert know how to cancel them? Ooh, tagged, fragged. 2-man advantage. This has to be GODSENT. Jame can cause a problem, and Flit can too. What a find. Recovered temporarily. Jame needs to catch the tip of Barton's head. The bomb now loose for now, scooped up and planted by Taco. And, well, I'm starting to decelerate as it seems VP are doing the same.
Yeah, look, the excitement there for a moment.
Just for a moment.
The thing is, Barton was the reason that round fell apart because James didn't realize that he had gotten across, right? He didn't realize he had gotten across. That was his job to pick up the slack. Unfortunately, got there a little bit too late. Or fortunately for GODSENT, was able to sneak his way on in. Zumao has locked the door behind Jame here, so if they did want to press the issue down towards long, they could try and remove this from him, but he has enough cash to buy it in the next round regardless. There's plenty of money for his teammates as well, so even if they lose this, it's not the end of the world. And unfortunately, for VP fans around the world, they will have to wait. But remember, paid by the round, so that right there, an extra 50 cents in the little back pocket of VP. But this does feel like one of those matter of time games. We do have these from time to time. And this is one of those occasions.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a wealth of series points now.
Well, we need 8 consecutive rounds to get to overtime here. So you think eventually VP should be able to break them. But if GODSENT want to break VP, they will need 2 gun rounds in a row here. That's plus what they just did. So 2 more gun rounds from the previous.
So you get a nice, clean, perfect, spotless T round for your 8th. Force full rebuy on everyone. You can bankrupt them by the 15-9 or 15-10.
All right, well, they got the room again. No qualms, no dramas there. So just hanging around that tunnel smoke, and now they're actually going to peer forward here, looking to use the combo of YEKINDAR and Buster to get some upper dark information. Jame posted on the ledge over towards 8.
Yeah, we've seen these smokes. Actually, it's Typical, I've seen it out of the CIS squads, but from all the way back of Suicide, you can
with this flash
Jame off the line, take the space, as he's actually not dropped off. He will now. Audible.
coming to execute. It looks like Taco's scampered up Cat, Latto and Dumal still at the back, and there's enough nades for them to go for those avant-garde smokes again, but are they going to get tricky with it? Are they going to try to go for a mid to B, or are they going to stick to their guns and hit A one more time?
Decision needs to be made shortly, and with the stroll towards long doors, qikert, he's got an idea, a really good idea.
They have to go A.
Yeah, but he's hidden. Oh, do they clear him? No, back to still turned, and a reaction shot out of felps. Jame, however, is still holding that cross. At 25, they're going to have to crab walk under the scope, otherwise Jame's a threat. Dumal tries to get Flit on notice, but it's actually support from YEKINDAR, and it looks like it's falling into place. Taco tagged, finished off, denied. Barton has to try and plan. Doesn't have the time, does have the taps. A safe plan, he could be wall-banged here. Jame can go for it, running straight in, and that'll do nicely. VP convincing and quick, 16-7. The pace on their T side. I don't know what more to say. Yeah, GODSENT, you'll see him in the quarters once again. NIP, their next adversary. That'll be a lot of fun to see how those two interact and intertwine. And VP sail to the semi-final.